Good morning. Welcome back to the Dare to Date Me podcast. I'm Marla.
And I'm Max.
Today, we are going to once again be diving into the wild world of modern dating.
And today we're going to be unwrapping the festivities and the tricks and treats of dating during the holidays.
Ooh, nobody wants to do that. That's a brand new, whole different alley that we're going down, right? So today, welcome back, Lynette, our on-staff dating coach is how I'd like to present to you, right? I mean, you've been with us from the beginning. You've had some great experiences. You've shared some expansive knowledge. So today, let's talk about dating during the holidays.
I appreciate you having me. When I think about the holidays, I mean, they're really exciting, but when you think about family traditions, obligations, and if you're dating, you know, those questions of where is this relationship going, the pressure can get real fast.
Do you think it amplifies because it's the holiday season?
I think, of course, the holidays bring a festive energy, right? Even just the change of the season, the fact that it's fall again and the weather in the season is changing, everyone has this different energy. And when you think about dating, you think about the holidays with dating, there's a lot of events that go on, and we tend to want to have someone special during that time.
But do we do that because we're searching for that at the holiday time and that pressure that comes along? What do you want to do as far as the timing of bringing them to meet your family or not?
Pacing is a big deal when it comes to the holidays. You know, if you've only been dating a short time, it's not a real need to like rush the family connections just yet, you know.
Well, I mean, families can be a lot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And you can still create connection during that time. If you've been dating just a short time, you can say, you know, I'd love to spend the holiday weekend with you. Well, you know, why don't we grab coffee or do something special just us so that you're still maintaining a connection with that person, but you're not rushing a major milestone.
Right, because you can have those situations where you're still believing that it's a movie and that fantasy, and we're going to have this wonderful holiday, and you're going to meet my family, and they're not going to be the crazies that I know. They're going to be nice, and we're going to have this great connection with my family, or maybe I might meet your family, and it's too soon.
Yeah, it can be a lot of pressure for both sides, right? Whether it's them coming to meet your family or you going to meet their family.
Right.
So is it okay to say, hey, let's keep the holiday low key and just kind of move through it? Like, I know that I used to do a friend's Thanksgiving, and I would be more comfortable bringing someone that I just recently started dating to my friend's Thanksgiving versus my family Thanksgiving. Is that okay?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, I think that, you know, if you're early in dating during the holidays, it's a great time to focus more on your relationships with your friends, or even diving into self-care and really creating traditions that you care about. You know, inviting that special person to do something just with a friend group is a lot less pressure than meeting your family.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I also think about that as far as traditions, starting your own traditions as you become your own adult and you have your own friends and these people that you are with, not having to force yourself into something else, create some of your own, and it might take some of that pressure off.
Yeah. Another thing that I really say is during this time, it's more important to observe their behavior during the whole holiday time. Are they communicating with you clearly? Are they making space to connect with you before and after like big family events? Because that really is more telling than attending one holiday event with someone.
Right.
Well, what about the hurt feelings? Okay, so let's say, you know, you really like this person and you don't feel they're including you in the holiday festivities, right? Maybe because they were pre-planned before you started dating, right? How do you get past that emotion? That's an emotional cue for someone, right? Oh, he doesn't like me. She doesn't like me. She doesn't want me to meet their family. He doesn't want me to be around their family. How do you get past that very emotional part? Not for me, but how do you get past that very emotional tendency that women and some men have been known to display?
First and foremost, don't take it personally. The holiday season, I mean, it's filled with history, traditions, obligations. If someone doesn't extend an invitation to you to their holiday dinner, it doesn't mean they don't value you. Instead, like I said, pay attention to whether or not they connect with you before or after. Are they keeping communication really clear with you?
Right.
That's going to be more telling than just this one holiday event.
Sure.
Yeah. And then if you are dating somebody for some sort of a period of time, and maybe you do go to a holiday event, do you start anticipating or thinking that now there's going to be this gift giving situation? Where do you go with that? How do you start off? Do you do the teddy bear? Do you do the diamond earrings or a car?
Hello.
You know, every person has different gift giving styles, right? And my go-to is always a small personal gift that says, I see you. Speaks way better than like overspending on something just to impress someone.
Right.
So if you know a person drinks a certain bottle of wine or a certain bottle of champagne, that is totally appropriate.
Great way. Just light air, something you know that they like. You've paid attention to it. They're recognizing that you paid attention to something that they liked. And that's way better than like diamond earrings 2 months in, you know?
Yeah.
No.
Except for Marla.
Yes, anything with a diamond, she's fine with that.
I mean, come on now.
I know.
Come on now. I know my limitations, and I know my, no. I would think if someone truly knew me and they knew my love of different champagnes, that a bottle of champagne would be a perfect, simplistic gift for me, that they know that about me.
Yeah.
I'm also a big component of, if I know your favorite restaurant, may not be my favorite restaurant, but if I know this is one place that you really like to go, I would be like, here's a nice little card saying, by the way, this is what I'd like to gift you, is dinner on me at this restaurant, and just let me know when you're available to go. And again, I think doing something simplistic yet meaningful will really stress the point, hey, I like you, but we're still learning about each other.
Right.
I
really do think that it is more about paying attention of the balance of effort in the relationship overall, not just one holiday moment. So yes, giving the gifts that say, I noticed this about you, I was paying attention. It just speaks a lot of volumes, but also recognizing that it's more about the balance of effort that you put in the relationship over the long haul of the relationship.
Sure.
It definitely seems like it's a challenging period, and it's a lot in a short period of time. So it's a matter of the holidays for everybody does have, you said, history, because it comes with a lot of expectations, a lot of assumptions, a lot of those things that we've dealt with in our past from growing up as kids. All these different things all gel at the same time. So you have to be able, hopefully, communicate some of that to somebody and let them know this might not be a good time of the year for me, or it might be a great time of the year, and they're very, very happy and joyous and all that. So it's really a matter of figuring out those little bits here and there. And take it slow, right? Because you're going to have another one next year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, the holidays are going to come and go with one way or the other, but it's a matter of, do you want to be with this person and they're going to understand it or not?
Yeah.
So how do you stay grounded through that whole thing? I mean, work is, for me, right? Work is ramping up for the year. I have to make sure I have my year-end numbers in. My kids are spread across the entire country and the world, right? I like getting them gifts in the mail and things like that, and work pressures and friend pressures, and hey, let's go out and socialize pressures, right? And then, let's throw a new person into your life pressure. How do you stay grounded through all of that?
Yeah, I would really say it requires some intention, because, and I would say again, it's all about communication, being upfront with that person and explaining them kind of your traditions during the holidays, what your obligations are, the fact that you have kids and that you're stretched in these things, and really explaining that if you like prioritizing someone that you have a very brand new relationship with, it's not really realistic. That could come along the lines of just trying to rush or not really staying in a grounded relationship. So really getting clarity and having that good conversation prior to those moments coming up to land that expectation for them, Well,
wouldn't that also be a part of the challenge with a lot of our younger viewers and younger dating people, expecting to have that big romantic situation happen, because then you're going to be going in towards New Year's, and is that kiss going to be so meaningful, and expecting it to be something when they're looking for that future, and they're romanticizing every nook and cranny of the relationship.
Yeah.
So that's like the trifecta, right? You've got Thanksgiving, you've got Christmas or Hanukkah, and then you have New Year's. How do you round that out?
New Year's is a special time for everyone. And I'd say that, if you're single and you're wanting to date, it can be heavy, right? But it really is a time to focus on your friendships and the things that you really care about. The idea of like, I have to label a relationship or have someone on this specific holiday, when you think about the long haul of a long-term quality relationship, it's not really about this one day on the calendar. It's about a balanced, healthy relationship over the long haul. So just focusing on, I have to have this special person. To be quite honest, a high-quality person isn't looking to have you as a trophy on their arm during the holiday season. They want you in their life year-round.
Well, that's the biggest part, because there are those people that, I got to have somebody for the holidays be with me, and they're definitely out there. So you have to make sure that you realize that you're not that person that they're just using for those 2 or 3 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where I would say vetting and observation and getting clarity on what that looks like, because these are also a lot of red flags that people ignore.
Yes.
So, the vetting is important.
So let's talk about this red flag during the holidays. Breakups during the holidays. When someone intentionally breaks up with you on Thanksgiving, on Christmas, on New Year's, and gives you the reason, it's not you, it's me.
Depending on the amount of time you've been in that relationship, that can vary as far as how it's going to land with you emotionally. But it's also a time to be like, it's someone who does that, like, especially on a holiday like that. That's not someone I want in my life long term.
Yeah,
right?
they're looking for a statement or something that they're trying to make, and it's just...
Yeah.
I view it as dodging a bullet.
Okay.
Right? I mean, personally, been there, done that. I view it as this is their behavior. This is who they are. This is what they're showing me. I need to pay attention.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. I dodged a bullet.
Oh, you dodging the bullet.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree
And so
100%.
That's my perspective is you broke up with me on Christmas Day. I dodged a bullet.
It's like they say, rejection is protection.
Yes. And that's the thing. It's just a matter of the manner in which these things happen is it might be a slap in the face and you're like, what is going on? Especially if it's on a holiday situation, which magnifies that. But again, it's better that it happened than it didn't happen, and you're having a slow, painful death.
Yeah. And the best advice I would give to someone who's experienced that, obviously it's real and it affects your emotions, it's heavy, to really just take the time to get grounded again, reflect on it, get clarity about maybe the red flags that you might have overlooked in the beginning.
Sure, yeah.
I feel like every dating experience, every single relationship is a learning experience. Reflect on it, see what you should have done better, what you like or didn't like in them, so you know what to look for better in the next experience.
And don't let it affect your next holiday the next year because you have this baggage to deal with. Move on from it.
Or your energy in general.
Right.
I think it should be, depending upon if you're already in another relationship the following holiday. If you're not and you're celebrating with your girlfriends, I think that's an opportunity to celebrate how far you've come.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we continually need to celebrate ourselves. I think we continually need to push ourselves to be better each day.
Yeah.
And the holidays are wearing. The holidays are brutal. When you feel alone, there's so many other things to be doing during the holidays that you can boost your self-worth and kind of put yourself back out there. Right.
Yeah, I think we all agree that every woman needs to have a solid tribe of women that support them, encourage them, that bring positive energy. It can be challenging to get dating advice sometimes from your friends because they do carry some biases based on their own personal experiences.
All right, I'm just going to say this one's dating advice to me is he's a dick. Move on. It's so simple. And I'm like, okay, we're good. Let's pop another bottle and keep going.
I know, but but you can't have. It's almost the same thing as far as having a tribe of men together, because men can be friends with guys, then they know he's an asshole. They're still friends with him. How does that work?
That's true. I mean, this is something I say all the time, and it's not something I came up with. It's just been a part of personal growth and development history for years, and that is that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Exactly.
So
I love
honestly,
that.
check your tribe.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm very, very blessed to have an insane tribe of people around me and supporting me in all that I do. Whether it's dating, relationships, a new job, a wild idea to have a podcast. I've been very, very fortunate to have an incredible group of strong women in my world.
Yeah.
I would suggest that to anyone. Find your tribe, love them hard, keep them close.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Men or women.
Yeah, men or women. Men, I mean, you got to have your people around you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for all of your insights today on the holiday debacles of what we're coming into for the festive season. Where can our listeners find you?
The best place is Facebook. You can find me there, Maria Lynette. And actually, if you listen to me, all of us on this podcast, and you send me a private message in my DMs, let me know that you heard this podcast, and you're looking for some tips or maybe some help in recognizing some blind sites that you have in your dating journey. I'll offer you a free session, and we can see that if there's some strategies that I can't help you with. And with our program, we guarantee that you're going to find higher quality dates in less than 8 weeks.
I love that. And one of the main key takeaways that I've had from all of the sessions that we've had on the podcast, and they are kind of like mini sessions for myself, Stacey, Max, and everybody else that listens. And so, like, the information is there. You have to run with it. You have to believe in it, and you have to follow it, even in uncomfortable situations.
It's really about breaking patterns, honestly. We talk about, having your good friend tribe helping you to reflect on past relationships, recognizing those patterns that, aren't serving you, and learning how to implement new strategies that will.
I love that.
Yep.
Well, once again, Maria Lynette, thank you very much for joining us on the Dare to Date Me podcast. You can find us on YouTube, youtube.com. Look for the Dare to Date Me podcast. All the episodes are uploaded. You can also reach out to Maria Lynette separately on Facebook. We also have her connections on our Facebook page, the Dare to Date Me podcast page as well. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night.
Cheers.